Welcome to Morally Corrupt, a show here on the Ringer reality feed. I'm Rachel Lindsay, and today we have a wonderful guest in studio, Taylor Hale. Not a stranger to me, not a stranger to any of y'all.
I mean, at least I'm not a stranger to the pod because I've been listening since before I even got on TV. So
You're
I'm
not a
excited
stranger
to
to
be
them.
here.
You're not a stranger to them at all. That you know her, you love her. We are so excited to have you. Yay!
I'll clap for myself. No, clap
Yes,
for Rachel too.
no, clap for you. We are excited to have you, and I know it won't be the last time because you're doing some other things here on the Ringer Network, right?
I am. I'm so excited to be here. I am covering Big Brother over on the Bachelor Party podcast. It's been an absolute joy and delight. I'm over there with Callie. We give you the weekly recap on what goes on this absolutely insane behemoth of a TV show. So if Big Brother's a little intimidating for you, but you want to know what's going on, come sit back, grab a drink, a coffee, and listen to me and Callie chat about the week.
You know what's so interesting to me always, and I say this is like when I do the podcast Higher Learning with Van, which you should catch every Tuesdays and Fridays, new episodes drop.
Never miss it.
I don't know anything about Marvel, and it's fascinating to me when there's this whole world of people, millions of people watch this, and I know nothing about it. But I'm fascinated with it. I feel that way about Big Brother.
So
I met you, but I know people love it and they're obsessed with it. I've never watched an episode, but there are millions of people who watch this show. And I feel out of the loop, but not enough to start watching it because I just don't have the time.
I don't
But
know.
it's incredible
Rachel,
to
you
me
didn't even watch an episode of a season I was on. So
I didn't, but we were introduced through a mutual friend, and I was like, love her.
Oh my God.
How can we help? How can we connect? Yes, but it's just fascinating to me that it's like you have this whole other world that you're a part of that I know nothing about.
I mean, that's how it was before I even got on the show. For those that don't know the backstory, also, I'm looking at this camera all the time.
Yeah, you just play around. Okay. Just play around. It'll
all right,
catch
cool,
you.
Cool.
It'll find you.
I want to make sure. Talking to the people. I got recruited to go on Big Brother. I got a Instagram DM actually asking me if I wanted to go on The Amazing Race first. And I said, no, I don't want to ruin a real friendship for a TV show. But he cast for Big Brother and Survivor, the casting director. And I was like, I'll be damned if I go on an island. So what about Big Brother? They said, great, we'd love to talk to you about it. And I just kept making it and making it and making it. Mind you, that same summer, I was recruited to go on The Bachelor. I was recruited to go on, I think Reese Witherspoon had a show on Bravo about finding love in Paris. They recruited me to go on that. F-Boy Island reached out. Like, a lot of these shows reached out at the era.
Why? Other than you being stunning, obviously. What was pageant, right?
That was Miss USA. I won Miss Congeniality at Miss USA. And I'm just saying, like, if I'm a casting director and half of my job is recruiting, I'm going on the Miss USA website. I'm seeing who won a special award. I'm like, all right.
So interesting.
That's what I would do. How can I make our job easier?
There was when I was on The Bachelor, there weren't pageant girls, but after me, there started to be this whole trend of and you would have been after me. Like, whose season would you have been on The Bachelor?
So first they asked me to go on Matt James's season. Which would have been, thank God, I did not do that.
And it would have been Pennsylvania.
Yeah. No. And then who was after Matt? Was it Clayton?
I
mean, this is like a whole different universe.
I'm like, I have no idea.
I know, but I think it would have ended up being Clayton.
Who was the Bachelorette after Matt James?
I think it was Matt and Clayton, right?
Who was the Bachelorette?
Oh, Bachelorette?
Like, who did they pull as the Bachelor? Oh, it was Katie.
Yes, yeah.
Was Clayton on Katie's season?
Was he? I don't even think I really watched her season like that. But anyway, I say all this to say, we're getting too in the weeds.
This is going to bother me. I'm like, what? Okay,
you got the laptop. I say all this to say, I was super plugged into the Bachelor world. Like, I tell people all the time, there would be no Taylor Hale, first Black woman to win Big Brother, if there was not a Rachel Lindsay before. Like, the Bachelorette space, my very first season that I watched was Nick Viall's season.
Oh, okay.
Because it was how I could relate to the white girls in my white sorority that I joined in college.
Interesting.
And so obviously that's where I was first introduced to you. Okay. And that was my era of watching Bachelor, Bachelorette. And then I fell off like after the pandemic COVID seasons, yada, yada. As we all do. So then I went in full force. Pageants, which I only competed in a pageant like 3 times, state pageant. 1 went to Miss USA, didn't place a Miss USA. And I was like, okay, well, what the hell do we do now? And boom, my Instagram inbox with my 4,000 followers was all reality TV casting directors. Like, hey, do you want to go on this? Do you want to go on that? Do you want to go on this? And I think it's because of the Hannah Browns and the Caitlins and all the pageant girls from Bachelor, specifically from the Miss USA pipeline, that like you have a pretty girl that can speak well, that is ready to break out of the shell and go crazy on TV.
Yeah.
It's kind of easy to pull from.
And the girls that you named went far on the show or were fan favorites on the show or went on to be the Bachelorette. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, shout out to casting directors, like really doing their research and I guess trying to find. I feel like maybe it's ended now, right? Like it might have ended. I don't know because I don't watch The Bachelor anymore.
I don't watch that either. I don't watch the Bachelor Bachelorette space anymore. But I do know in Big Brother because we're talking Big Brother on a
bad. We're talking about you.
Oh my God.
You. That's why.
I can do that forever. I'm kidding. I'm not self-centered and vain. Everybody thinks I am. Just like a little bit.
Oh, fuck them.
Thank you. But there is a little bit more of a pageant girl trend on Big Brother now.
Okay.
Not to say that there weren't those before me. There definitely were. But now you're seeing even more like, okay, this prototype of the pageant girl not just being a pretty girl, like the hot girl on the show.
Yeah.
This is a smart hot girl. What can she do? How can she navigate?
Okay.
So it's interesting seeing that prototype evolve.
Yeah. Well, in my mind, because I didn't know about things until you really, or with Xavier.
Yeah.
But you paved the way for the pageant girls. That's the story that I'm telling. That's what we're telling.
I'll take it.
Okay, so as we're doing, we got into the weeds, but such is the world in podcasting, right? It's a reality TV podcast. We're still on point, right? We're talking Bachelor. We're talking Big Brother. We'll bring it back to Bravo. We'll step into the NBC universe of it all.
Which we will get into because I got some questions for you.
I got some answers for you. I'm not afraid of you, Taylor.
Okay.
But since you're coming on the show to co-host, and we're going to get into things Bravo, and this is our news version of the show, so we're just going to get into the news of the week.
I love it.
What Bravo shows are you currently into? Or just into, period, on Bravo?
I mean, I love The Valley. And I say this as someone who was a Vanderpump Rules hater. Like I know. I don't know. When it first, I'm talking about from day one when this show came on, I was like, I don't care about these sloppy 20-something, young, privileged people. I'm not watching the show. They're all brats. I've since changed my opinion. We're talking about season 1.
No privilege.
I know. But I was not about
white.
White, very white. I was super not into the show when it first came out. I was a diehard, like, give me Housewives or give me death. I don't want any of these young people on here.
I'm not mad at that.
But now, 10, 11 seasons later, I am all in on The Valley. I love The Valley. I know a handful of the people on there. I know Jasmine.
We love Jasmine.
We love Jasmine. I know Nia, which pageants.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay,
so very, like, we were good friends. Not saying that like we're not good friends, but just knowing her and like idolizing her through the pageant world. Everything you see on that show about her, she is through and through genuine, beautiful, kind-hearted, all the things.
Oh, I love that.
I'm really happy to see her just like thrive. I'm always rooting for her. And then Kristen Doty. Turns out she has Michigan roots.
Oh.
Yeah, I had no idea. And she actually grew up with neighbors. Grew up neighbors with one of the Big Brother legends, Dan Ghislaine. Who you guys might be familiar with him from Traitors. So,
which season was he on?
Season 2 of Traitors. He was a traitor.
He was a traitor. Oh, he played it. That's the one season I watched.
Yeah,
he played it bad.
It wasn't his best showing.
He started off so strong, and he flew too close to the sun.
It's the gamer versus Bravo stuff, which like that's another conversation. Yeah. But the gamers are not doing so hot because Bravo is more of like a social traders game. It's what they actually do.
Yeah.
And then the actual gamers on Traitors, they're like, oh, we gotta do this, and that. Yeah. It just doesn't mesh well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so The Valley.
Yes.
And
Summer House.
Love
Summer House.
Okay, Valley and Summer House. Great show. Summer House filming right now.
Oh, finally.
Curious as to that. Would you
Where's Phil and T? Ask the question.
Would you go on Summer House? Because I feel like, especially, they're already filming, so you couldn't go on this season, but we know we lost quite a few people. Have you been approached to be on Summer House?
That's the question. The answer is yes. I was asked to be on Summer House, and then they were going to revamp Summer House Martha's Vineyard last year, and they asked me to be part of that. And that's like, I have a lot of friends that grew up going to the Vineyard my entire life. So that would have been like a very natural fit. But then, Bravo, I have beef with you. I have beef with you, Bravo.
But they need to restructure it. 2 minutes on Martha's Vineyard Summer House.
Go.
They need to restructure it because one, the first season, it was cold. And it's like everybody goes during the summer. Like you really need to be filming in August. 2, those people, it was clear that they don't have roots or new people who really had roots, like where to go and under. Even when they did the moment about like Oak Bluffs, it still felt very detached.
Yeah. You know what was better? The commercial, the Ralph Lauren commercial that just came out was better than that.
So much better. Like nobody's like deeply rooted really in HBCUs, or if they were, I just didn't feel it as much. I'm really cool with Preston.
Preston's the best.
Preston's the best. But they also, just the structure of Summer House, they invite other people in with their weekend parties. And we were just watching these people be with each other all the time. And it just got old and a little stale.
It felt like watching another pandemic season of TV.
Yeah.
And like, I think we're all ready to move on from that and see something fresh.
Yeah.
That house was stunning. I will give them that. But like, where's the social scene? Like you just said, we had a lot of people that were not familiar or deeply rooted in the space. My question is, the people who like do have the generational wealth, like, are they the Black families that really want to open up to a reality TV show?
Do it.
Exactly. They would never do it. So how do you create an organic environment with the people that will do it? I don't know. It's on pause, which damn near means it's canceled.
Yes, for Bravo, that means it's canceled. But I think they need to restructure it and bring it back. I enjoyed watching it, but there's some things that could change. Yeah. And I think they're easy changes to be made. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe a joint summer house where it's like,
I don't know about that.
No, not the whole season. Like where the Hamptons comes to Martha's Vineyard. You see? You already
got me.
There's
going
already a thing.
You want me to see?
They go there.
You want me to see a Kyle in Oak Bluffs?
Kyle will do fine. Kyle's a person who I feel like is a bit of a chameleon. It's the others that
Jesse Solomon.
Yeah, I want to see it. This is a genius idea. They spend, because they film for the weekend, so that'll give us 2 episodes there, and then they take them to the Hamptons, and that's 2 episodes there. Or we just have a Jersey Shore family vacation kind of thing, where I've talked about this before on the podcast with the way that Summer House Hamptons is changing, and they kind of need to do that. But maybe we just put everybody together, and we do like a family vacation style where the 2 casts.
You want Winter House.
Winter House sucks.
It did. And it does.
But these are 2 different shows, cultures, personalities.
Damn right.
Storylines. Like, I'm for it. I'm for the dramatics. That's what needs to happen. So, back to you.
Oh, hi.
Would you go on Summer House Hamptons? You said they asked.
I think, like, I am a Sierra stan, and I think like the space that Sierra and I occupy is just too similar.
You think it's similar?
Yeah, I think like
you'd be in the bed too.
Oh, bed bug down. Yeah.
So
you think I'm gonna get up and walk around and talk to these people?
I would.
You would talk to people or stay in the bed?
I would be. I have a restless spirit.
Okay.
So
we gotta get you on Big Brother. You be better than me.
I'd be cursing from the stories I hear, like they send me home in 2 seconds. But
one toilet. Yeah.
But I get restless. So I'd be like, well, where are we going? What are we doing? I'd be running around the house like crazy. Like, get me out of here. I'd have cabin fever. And Sierra knows this about me because she's always is like, how do you have so much energy? Because she's, well, you know, I like to think now that I'm 40, age is just a social construct.
Of course it is.
It's all about how I feel. So I'm very much so 27 in my spirit. But
I almost said looking 30. So yeah, looking 25.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm in that space.
She has no makeup on, by the way.
And
if you're watching this on YouTube, I want you to look at this beautiful face. I packed so much on my face today.
Amazing.
Because I packed it on my face. I forgot my eyeliner, but it's fine. This girl is stunning.
You look amazing. And so is she. That's right. I'm adjusting your crown. You're adjusting mine. Exactly. I love this. But Sierra's much younger than me. And she's always like, why do you have so much energy? And I recently sent her this meme or this reel of this woman. It wasn't a meme. This reel of this woman talking where she was like, Gen Z could never do what we do. I don't know if you saw it, but she's talking about how when we used to go to the club, we didn't wear tennis shoes. We wore heels. We were in business attire. Our feet were dirty. We were barefoot. We were drenched in sweat. We were for 4 hours grinding on some stranger. We were running to the dance floor. We weren't trying to keep it cute. We were trying to keep it raunchy and just all about, there were no cameras, no phones. So it's like we were made for this. It's like we went to club boot camp. We went to going out boot camp. We know how to survive. And it was survival of the fittest. And when I tell you I survived, I survived.
What was your club song? What's like, you're in the club. What's the club song that defines your era that you were running onto the dance floor to get to?
My era, I like in college, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys was big. So when I hear them, I immediately think anybody who came from the Lil Jon tree, like Scrappy, the Never Ever Ever, that might be Scrappy song, but that whole thing, I think of college. Boosie Wipe Me Down is college.
Okay.
But the dancing songs also started. So Soulja Boy, Lean With It, Rock With It.
I was in middle
Lean
school.
With It and Rock With It.
We were doing Soulja Boy, Crank That in 6th and 7th grade hallways.
See, we were doing it. So imagine all those dancing songs like My Dougie, all of that came out in college. So we were the dancing generation. Walk It Out. The dancing movies were coming out. Stomp the Yard.
Yes.
What was
Step
the B2K
Up.
one?
Oh.
Step It Up. The B2K. I can never remember the name of that movie.
This is the B2K one.
But the B2K one. So we were a dancing culture. So yes, anyways, all that to say, Sierra knows that I would be like, if I'm there, I'd be like, have fun in the bed. I'm out. I'm out in these streets. So
we're too similar. Sierra and I are too similar. We're both Capricorns. I think both of us are like used to being received a little bit coldly, but you got to warm up to us a little bit. And just like once you break that shell, it's like you're in the circle. You know we got personality.
Do you present cold?
My whole life.
See, I never got that from you. Sierra, yes, and she knows I was talking about that. Sierra's like, "What do you want?"
Fair. Yeah.
No, I didn't get that from her, but because I first met her on the show, I was like, oh, I can see how. But when I met her, she was never like that. Yeah, we met through a friend.
See, so it's just a little different when you have that introduction. My club days were, what was that one girl? Move. Everybody's somebody to lean on. Like that techno era.
God, that's why y'all like that music now?
I didn't say I like it. I just said I went to college in DC at a PWI. Like the clubs were our frat parties. Like, you got a table, you got a table. Like so, but we're at the club when Snapchat is kind of going through its renaissance, when Uber just started.
Yeah, we never knew that.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So like, and
we were walking home.
Instagram started in like 2012, 2013. 2013 was my first year at college. So like,
oh God.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to all the listeners. My apologies. I'm old at spirit. I'm seasoned in my spirit. But I say all that to say, like, you were in the club to be seen. You were in the club to show off the bottles that you had and who you were there with. Right. And I didn't enjoy that.
Without being filmed.
Right. I long for the days. I always dream about the days like, I wish I was in the club when Usher's You Don't Have to Call came on. You know, like I want to be with the boys doing the choreography.
I was right. Yeah. Usher was a big Confessions came out in 2004. So that was, went to college in 2003. So just imagine that album dropping. Yeah. Anyways, okay, we're in it. But all this, I will bring it back to this point.
Yes.
This is why I can't go. I went on a love show where I lived in a bubble. I couldn't go on like a summer house or another lifestyle show because I do come from that world. So it was a movie that nobody saw.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't think people like to go to the club anymore because everything is recorded. Everything lives everywhere. So for me to go on one of these shows and have a camera in my personal life, like on The Bachelor, I always tell people, you don't know what car I drive, what the inside of my house looks like, who my friends are, how I function outside of this love bubble. I'm wild.
Oh, she has to think about it.
And I don't necessarily want everybody tapping into that.
No,
I'm actually working on showing more of that in my personal life and not being so buttoned up as much. But I don't know if I could be on one of these shows again to do that. A competition show?
Just what I was going to ask you. Okay.
What were you going to ask me?
So, Traders.
I put my ring in the hat for Traitors. They did not pick me.
Have they called you? Have they sent a contract?
No. Traitors is done in film unless they're recasting
No,
for the new season.
have they at least like contacted you for any season?
I talked to them about this season that just filmed.
Okay.
And they went another way. The Bachelor representative was Colton.
The Bachelor male representative was Colton. They couldn't get a male and a female?
So someone said this to me that they didn't. There are other, like, there's a lot of like strong personalities, Black women on there.
Yes.
So maybe that's
it's not a
another
secret.
reason.
The cast is out. Like, there are...
I can't remember who all, other than like Candace, Portia. So maybe it was like me, being another strong one might be. But see, Candace is my girl, so we could have done some damage on that show.
I think the person that would have been like in your position would have been someone from Big Brother, who was probably like one of the greatest strategic minds ever. I'm really excited to see her. Tiffany Mitchell.
Okay.
Like, she's gonna be amazing on the show.
Okay.
But yeah, I think they got too many strong Black women leading reality personalities out there, and I think that's what's going to carry the show for like 10 seasons. So they can't throw them all on one thing.
They can't throw them all. So maybe our time is coming. You would do Traitors, right?
In a heartbeat.
Yeah. I don't know if I would do it again. I say this, it's like I had a season last season when I was like going through my divorce where I was more open for this, even though it would have been this season of Traitors. But now I'm like, I don't know.
Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, Rachel.
We'll see. I don't know.
There's got to be a short list. Okay, Dancing with the Stars. Would you do that?
I talked to them last year.
Okay.
And they didn't pick me. They had 2 other Bachelor people. They're not going to pick me for this season. I think they're already done casting. But I also didn't meet with them this season. Again, it's like I had a season where like last year I was into it. I don't know.
I just say stay open. I think
I should. That's good advice.
Like the ring of reality spaces, I think there are 2 more notches you can climb if you don't want to do lifestyle shows. That's what I call them. And I think that's like Dancing with the Stars and Traitors.
So you would do both?
I would do both in a heartbeat, yeah.
I would. So are you going to do Dancing with the Stars this year?
No. I have not been called or anything like that.
That sounded convincing.
What?
Your no? I don't know. For some reason, I didn't believe it.
Wow, that's okay. Well, I mean, I can't help you there. I can feel this camera like zooming in on me right now. I see the light.
For some reason, I was like, I don't know.
I would love to, but I'd
love to watch you on it.
I'd love to watch you on it.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing like you get paid, you get to dance.
Somebody sexy is dancing with you.
Yeah, you make new friends. They're always
you said friends. I'm like, somebody hot is there.
We see, that's already a storyline. When she's on this upcoming season, will she be paired with a single dance partner? Will she not? I don't know.
I have turned almost every show I've been on, I've turned into a dating show, and it's not a dating show, which is very funny.
See? Well, there you go. The people, I want to see this happen. But then you also make friends with your other cast members that feel like that. Then you get in tip-top shape. There's really no reason to say no.
Are you looking in the mirror when you're saying this?
No, I mean, nobody has called me. I think I might be like a pariah in reality TV or something like that. People are like, she's damaged. We don't
damaged what? The Bachelorette from how many years ago?
We don't want her. She's
opinionated and beautiful.
Thank you. But she stirs up trouble. She's a troublemaker over there. So we'll see. I don't know. Okay, it's nice catching up with you.
It was fun.
For people who did not get to know Taylor, I hope you do know and love her now, as you should. We're going to get into the news of the week. Not a whole lot going on.
Not crazy.
But first thing that popped off, which this is not surprising to me at all, is Denise Richards was seen filming Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, we know that was she on it last? Everything is blending together. She was on it, she left, she came back, and boy, did she come back. She came back and she was at a dinner, which we all know we love when the ladies congregate around a table or go on vacation. She was slurring her speech. She infamously put her jacket on upside down and thought the women were setting her up for that, which in her defense, I had a similar pink jacket and I was at the gym and I put on my jacket and I said, oh my God, I now understand Denise Richards. I put it on upside down just like she did. And I don't know if she was drinking or not. I don't want to accuse her or anything, but I definitely was, and I was coming from the gym. So it can happen to you.
You said you were and you were coming from the gym?
I was not.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is this new fad?
And I was coming from the gym. I was not. But we all remember anytime she comes on, it's
something's going on.
It's a time. But we know that we covered it on the show. She's having the very dramatic divorce right now with her husband, Aaron. But she was seen getting a meal with Erica and Sutton. Interesting. I can't remember. I feel like she got along with most people. I can't remember if she did or she didn't. She's clearly getting along with Erica and Sutton. You hear that she's back and she's filming. Were you surprised by this? Do you love that this probably means we're going to get the tea on the show without her being a castmate? Or do you think that this means she might come back?
I mean, whether she comes back full time or not is not something I'm rooting for or against. I'll just make that very clear. I'm not like, I need this to happen. I need that to happen. I think making a Beverly Hills cast chemistry is more important to me.
All right.
So like,
it might bring you back to watching it?
Because it's been a minute since I've been really tapped in Beverly Hills.
All right.
Beverly Hills, and I'm so sorry, I keep going on tangents, but Beverly Hills used to be, outside of Atlanta, the reason why I watched The Housewives. You had wealth, stupid, rich problems.
It is what we watch.
That's what I'm here for. And now it's like we're just taking a dip. Is a little bit going on.
I would agree.
When we have Denise Richards, and I'm hearing all the tabloid stories, which is another problem in the Bravoverse right now. It's like tabloids and bloggers, really TikTokers and T pages, but outdated terms.
Mm-hmm.
They are driving the narrative more than the women and their lives on these shows.
Yeah.
And so by the time we actually get everything happening on the TV show, it's like, well, girl, I hadn't got the updates from all the TikTokers back when it was happening. And now you're just filling in all this. It's like rocks and sand in a jar.
What happened to the Kardashians.
Yeah. And they're still filming that damn show.
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously, I think this is all a much larger comment on society and how we receive information and our drama. But I am very excited to stop getting daily updates on what's going on with this divorce and just see it on TV.
I'm with you. I like that perspective because as we're watching OC, the bloggers are pretty much friend ofs right now. Like they're naming them, they're naming their blog. And part of it, the blog specifically that they're naming, the woman, she's under Andy Cohen's Reality Check, Sirius XM show or network. So I'm like, is this cross promotion or is this really an issue that's happening with the show? So I'm with you. It's a little bit too much. This isn't the first time we've seen it happen on Salt Lake City. We're seeing it happen, more and more, where I'm kind of like, Atlanta's very big on like, well, you spoke to the blogs or this happened in the blogs, where the OG Housewives, they didn't have that.
No. Or if they did, it was actually a blog and not real-time tea updates all the time. Like the language is so interesting to me, how we went from blogs that would happen, that would kind of die off or were very niche, into now we're always consuming tea pages and TikTokers. And
we don't know what's true and what's even
We don't know what's true. We don't know what's not true. It's like, also I like how you framed it as these auxiliary personalities are now friends of practically on the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this happened to you when you were on TV, but it is very fascinating, that element of how people on a season or on a cast will run to these spaces to give up information. It's like, do you not think that could happen to you? It's happened to me in the Big Brother space. I'm sure it probably happened to you in the Bachelor space and post afterwards. But like the Bravo ecosystem of it all makes it really hard and sometimes unfun to digest. But now it's kind of like, is this the crutch that's necessary to keep these shows alive?
Ooh, I mean, it might be. And it might be. And to your point with that, maybe it's why we see some of the other shows not being as successful as they used to, because I feel like Bachelor doesn't tap into that in the same way, because again, you live in that bubble, whereas these Bravo, or at least with the Housewives we're seeing right now, that's a real thing that's happening. Well, I am for Atlanta this season, Phaedra comes midway through because Kenya gets kicked off. So it would be interesting to see maybe Denise, as they're filming, and I don't know what part of filming they're on, if Denise maybe is coming in because of what's happening, and now she becomes a housewife for the rest of the season. I'm for it. I like it. Not, again, going through my own public divorce. I'm not here to take joy in the drama of somebody's divorce.
Right.
But I'm also not a housewife filming. So, you kind of owe it to us at this point. If you're going to, especially now, if you're going to be on television talking about it, which I'm assuming you are, because why else would you come back? Then we deserve it. Now, for me, after I left Bachelor, I was kind of private about stuff.
Sure.
And I still felt like people who fell in love with our love story deserve something. But not like we deserve it from these housewives. Which is why I could never,
said, but not for me.
Which is why I could never be a housewife. Couldn't do it. Moving on. Do you watch NextGen?
I've been in and out of NextGen. I love Amira. I think like she's a sweetheart. I've met her. I've hung out with her a few times. I just adore her. I'm curious because I know there's been some inkling about a NextGen LA.
Yes.
Maybe it's my own jealousy. Maybe I just want to be on another Bravo show, and I'm like, don't put these Nepo babies on it.
So you are so open to doing more reality TV.
No, I'm really not. I'm really, really not. That doesn't sound like it.
No, I like it.
Here's the thing. Coming off when I was on reality TV, I was in a relationship, and it was this like all eyes on that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I think similar to you, I felt like you all saw something develop in this one space, and now I want to preserve it and protect it in this other space.
Mm-hmm.
And every day they were, we want content. And that made me feel more closed off. I was like, oh, you want it? You're not going to get it.
Same.
Bye.
Yeah, I get
so
that.
Coming out of that, I think that's when I was like, I don't know that I could do one of these lifestyle reality shows because that's in the same way you were just saying.
Yeah.
When people feel entitled to every aspect of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And going back to Big Brother, like I had 24/7 live feed cameras on me.
I don't know how you do that.
You know, like people saw me wake up in the middle of the night and walk to the bathroom, saw the door close, heard the toilet flush, saw me wash my hands and go back to bed.
That's crazy. Also impressive. That's a level of courage I don't have.
So it feels like a safety net in some aspects. Like whatever was happening when you were filming, some people might try to twist the truth. Okay. Then you have the entire world being like, no, it didn't happen like that because we saw it with our own eyes, right?
Live. That's crazy.
Yeah. So there are elements that I love. But anyway, back to the Bravo of it all. Like, I don't want to be in a space where people feel so attached to me and my relationships, my friendships, who I should or shouldn't be hanging out with because they see me having brunch on a Tuesday with a couple other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That being said, I do like NextGen NYC. No. This isn't about me. It's not about. There's no more Taylor Hale doing it. No.
Okay. I do like NextGen NYC too.
I liked NextGen NYC. I think the cast is a little bloated for me. There's a lot of people.
So who are you getting out? Who's getting off?
That's where I struggle though.
Okay.
What's Damon Dash's girl?
Ava.
Well,
we gotta have her now because now that there's a drama with
yes,
we gotta have her.
So that's my problem though, right? It's like, is it the family drama that keeps someone interesting on these NextGen shows, right? Like, I'm sure we'll get into it, like Brielle and her mom, and even like
Ariana.
Sorry, thank you, Ariana and her mom, or even Candy and I know this girl's name.
And here, wait,
right? Oh
Riley,
God, Riley, thank you. I'm being a black.
I'm terrible with names.
I'm being a bad black girl. I'm so sorry, family.
I'm bad with names. I make no apologies. Like we'll find our way to it.
We will. But so seeing those two have such a close relationship on the show, like it was almost healing for me because I was sitting up with my mom on the bed back in the day watching Candy and Kim have this beef and seeing their daughters have like this really nice relationship on the show, and now seeing them make TikToks together, it's like
it's really endearing.
Yeah,
it really is, and it speaks to the positive side of reality television.
Come on,
so the news I like NextGen NYC, and I like did a spiel where I'm trying to convince everybody that they need to watch it, but I do think part of it is NextGen. That they're coming from a generation of not everybody, but most of them, or several of them, of other reality stars, their parents. So I like that part of it involved. So, and it was super successful. It was, I don't think we have the stats here, but it was the most watched premiere, maybe most watched series. Don't quote me on that, but there's a most watched something in there with the statistics.
Didn't it come off the back of, was it off the Valley though? No? It premiered
Actually,
after
I don't watch
something.
things in real time, so I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. I also watched NextGen on Peacock. See? Peacock traders call me.
Oh.
I really do.
I'm pro this.
But it was super successful. And I think everybody should come back because I think what's going to happen now is they're going to have watched themselves. Even Gia, she was on Watch What Happens Live, and she was saying
that's the one that can go.
Yeah, I agree. And I was saying, and I got a lot of you guys messaged me. You didn't like my Gia take, but people were saying, Gia said she didn't really like the way that she came off. And, she's stepped up in a mom role with, having her parents go to jail and being the oldest. And that kind of, trickled down into her presence on the show. And that's what I was saying. I was like, she just seems like she's above it.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that she clocked that, I'm curious if she'll be a little bit more herself and a little bit more loose in the next season. And maybe some of the other people the same way. So I'm okay with keeping that cast as it is.
Fair.
But because it's been so successful, they have they announced it, or is this just us talking?
I think it's just us talking. I haven't heard this officially.
Okay, they are saying sources close, or TMZ is saying sources close to filming, and allegedly showrunners are looking into specific people, which makes sense, right? If it's a success, why not build on it? You're doing something right here. So they're saying that there's NextGen LA, and it's rumored to be Alexis and Sophia Umansky, which makes sense. They've already done a spinoff show on Netflix with their dad and their business. So I think that show is canceled on Netflix, I think.
I haven't.
So
I did not hear about it coming back.
Yeah, it's on pause. So it'll be interesting to see them carry that into, because we've already seen a little bit of their life. And Alexia's engaged, but if they haven't started filming, I don't know if we catch the wedding. Adrienne Malouf's sons. We haven't heard about Adrienne Malouf in a long time. However, I did go to her house for a Christmas party this past year.
And how was that? Were cameras up?
Cameras were not up, but she threw a party with Niecy Nash, and it was at Adrienne's house. So, and I briefly met her. She was lovely. Did not meet the sons, but they are rumored to be on this. And then Camille Grammer's daughter, Mason, is rumored to be on it, which I love all of this. They're also saying that maybe Heather Dubrow's son, Nick, could be on the show.
Okay.
And Larsa Pippen's son, Preston.
Oh.
Now, I don't know which one that is. That can't be the one that we just saw in Miami, because he wanted no parts of the camera. I think maybe Preston's the one that plays basketball. But then also they're saying Dance Mom's Nia Sue. Love Nia. I love that, because that's also somebody whose child, or a child of someone who isn't of a housewife.
Right. Here's the thing. With all of these reality shows, like we've been saying, they work the best when you have organic chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious what the through line on all of these kids is going to be.
I don't.
Like, these names are not meshing to me. At least I felt like in New York, these people had either roots there or they've known each other for years and had those organic relationships.
Yeah.
We don't see that with these kids necessarily. It's just not connecting for me.
I mean, maybe some of these people went to school. I don't know. Because even, I will say, before I watched Next Gen, I don't know why that name of that show is so hard to say.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
It doesn't. Before I watched NextGen NYC, I didn't think that those people knew each other.
Sure.
And then I watched it and I was like, oh, they do. But also, this cast has way more children of Bravo celebrities than NextGen NYC did. Mm-hmm. So I'm with you. I'm trying to see the connection. There are also some other rumors, but TMZ is saying that this isn't true. But there are rumors that Alabama Barker and Landon Barker would be on the show. To that, Taylor has a huge sigh. I'm laughing at that. Like, I don't think that is, but please know, if that happens, that is all Kris Jenner. If they get on that show, that is,
and that's my concern. That's my concern. Like, is this just Kardashians Jr.? Because that show's going to come around eventually. Is NextGen NYC? I mean, please. That's their life already. Is it NextGen LA going to be the breeding ground for Kardashians, next-gen Kardashians? Like, is it all going to merge in? I think that's my overarch. And, okay, and this is no shade to your lovely children. Sheena Moncler, I love you. Known you since the pageant days. You're my girl. That said, I'm curious what all of this NextGen NYC, LA, and maybe Kardashians Jr., what does that look like for the future of Bravo? Is getting on Bravo, being a Bravo celebrity, is it just a Nepo baby situation now?
I mean, well, if you're saying that pretty soon we'll get the Kardashian Juniors, then yeah, it kind of seems like that. But also, like, what can happen with these shows is you strike gold with NextGen NYC, and then you're like, this was super popular. Now I'm gonna like have it here, 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 and that doesn't always work. And to your point that you made at the beginning, there was an organic nature to NextGen NYC, which is why it was so successful. If they cannot recreate that in LA, people will read right through it. People will say, oh, this is just nepotism. Oh, this is just you taking off the popularity of their parents and putting them back together. It's just not going to work. Now, if there's drama, what I will take is if you're going to cast Camille Grammer's child and Kyle Richards' children, and you're going to give me drama between Kyle and Camille, I'm for it.
I'm welcoming that.
I don't think they have any, but I'm just saying, then as a housewife lover, an old school housewife lover, we'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
I'm very curious and excited to see if the next gen era, I guess we'll just call it that, is that going to lead into grandfathering or graduating into the Housewives? Because I feel like I don't know what the future of the Housewives is right now.
Mhm.
We've seen between now a little bit of Atlanta and definitely New York, when you're trying to get more people or take a new direction from the casts that were gold or pioneers, it's not really landing.
Yeah.
So how do those, like, is Lindsay Hubbard gonna be a New York housewife?
I'm very anti that.
And see, that's the problem. I'm not saying being anti that is a problem, but I am saying, are the housewives just going to live and die with the golden era? Or is there something where we continue to evolve and grow these new age spaces? And is next gen, insert city name here, going to be the thing that you graduate out of and into a housewife?
Well, I think the best way that they were doing that was with Girls Trip, where they were crossing over, bringing our housewives together in one house, one place, and then seeing what happens. That has been on pause as well because of the drama surrounding it. But to me, that's the next way to move it on, which I feel like we might have talked about this. Andy Cohen at one time said, when they can't create, I'm so paraphrasing here, something new, then that's kind of where things would move towards, is a Girls Trip.
Yeah.
Because to your point, when I would watch Gia constantly be on New Jersey, I was like, please don't make her a housewife.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what she's trying to be. And then they created NextGen NYC, and I'm like, okay, this seems like a better fit. So TBD, all I ask for is more content. That's all I want. Just keep giving us these Bravo shows because I can't get enough. And I get up, I'm like, oh, we just finished this one. Okay, what do we have next? I'm like, I'm a fiend, you know? I have insatiable appetite when it comes to these Bravo shows.
And then they keep making, I'm sorry, the off season of these shows is almost when the gold really strikes. Like, I want to know what's going on in the Valley universe right now.
I know they haven't, I don't think they've started filming yet.
They haven't. And this is when you get all the good stuff happening. It's like, pick up the cameras.
I know.
I need flexible crews, pay them overtime, have them on standby.
But I have faith in the Valley.
Yeah. I think it's going to.
I also have faith in Alex Baskin because 32 Flavors over there is just like killing it. Killing it. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
And thank you so much
We
for getting rid of
appreciate that
Jax Taylor.
so much. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Kim Zolciak made her return back into the clubhouse on Watch What Happens Live. And of course, Andy asked the thing that we all wanted to know, which Kim made a comment. So Andy asked Kim to comment on her stealing Ariana's money. And Kim said, and I quote, "The rug was pulled out from the Zolciaks. Ariana's money was spent on bills." She said, "To be honest, I was left holding the bag for the family. I was left with nothing, so I had to figure it out fast." Kim said she paid the money back, but Ariana kind of makes a face. But she doesn't say she flat out. She said, "I paid her back for the bills."
Right.
And she said she's working on a spreadsheet for the rest of it, to which Auntie said,
"You're not a spreadsheet person to me."
and Kim was like, "You're right, I'm not." So basically, bullshit. Sadly, Ariana's never going to get that money back. She's still apparently giving Kim money. Kim says she's doing well. She's in a new relationship. So maybe she won't lean on her children as much. But she also we know the divorce is not final. And she's tiptoeing around how she got money because the divorce is still pending, which I thought, she was like, well, I don't want to say too much, or, I can't say it. It's like, because whatever it is, it's going to be an issue or come up,
They're
work
gonna go
against
after
her
that.
in the divorce. But how sad is that? That's so sad. As, as kids, you want to feel like you can trust your parents and you want to feel like they have your best interest at heart, and to think that you were working and you're building something, and then the moment you're able to access your hard-earned money or the things you worked for, you're told it's gone. I can't even imagine that. And kudos to Ariana for putting family first and seems to still have a beautiful relationship with her mother. I don't know if I'm that big of a person.
It's just different. Like, it's different from looking at a situation and saying, you know what, mom, I have the money. I can step in and help out. It's different when that person, your parent, had money set aside that you had been earning. Especially, like, again, this is a new era. These kids grew up on TV, had bank accounts, money set aside for them. And you say, okay, great. Like, now I can get that money, right? Right? And it's gone.
It's gone.
At least, like, have the conversation. I don't, look, we are not flies on the wall. I wish we were in that conversation. But I can't imagine not consenting to being part of this world, part of this universe, seeing my money get built up that I cannot access, and then going to access it and seeing that some dude that my mom was attached to has put us in a position where all that money has to be gone now.
I know. I know. And she's saying it went to the bills. We don't know.
Well, what were the bills?
Because some of the things were flying around, and even Ariana's boyfriend Hudson says it on the show. He's like, your mom bought this super expensive bottle, and we've seen that she's done a lot of work to her body, and she's the jewelry and stuff. And so it's like it went maybe to the bills, but to your point, what bills? It was contributing to this lavish lifestyle that you were living. And I don't know when their bill trouble started and when you started taking the money, because Ariana's not that far removed from being a child. So I don't know. It's really sad.
A liquor bill is still a bill. Listen.
That's what she said. And that's what she said.
It went to the bills. Don't worry.
And what?
I look good, don't I? Went to the bill.
You're into the Valley. The Valley, we're right in the middle of the reunion. Part 2 is this week. One of the biggest storylines that came out of it was not the back and forth between Jax and Brittany and talking about sleeping with porn stars and that he's got some kind of venereal disease down there, allegedly. Put that out there. It wasn't that, Janet said that she lost all the weight from Adderall and Pilates. It wasn't, these weren't the storylines, or Brittany sleeping with a friend up. It wasn't these things.
Can we just talk about when people try to have a line for the sake of having a line?
Whose was it for you?
It was the Adderall and Pilates. How do you lose our weight?
All the time.
She thought that was gonna be on t-shirts and pillows and like the next big reality TV. And I say this till I'm blue in the face, and because I tried to manufacture something. Like, I had a little moment where I was like, this is gonna be good TV, and it's so cringy. Reality TV is good when you have authentic, real moments. That's my opinion. Is authentic and real.
Yeah.
Adderall and Pilates.
Yeah.
Scripted!
I hate when people come in with lines, and I clock it immediately, and I love that you said that. Nobody is clapping 2 fingers together for that, Janet. You did not eat, okay? It won't be on T-shirts. It won't be on a pillow. It won't be in somebody's bio on their social media.
Oh, no, it will. It'll be her burner account.
It'll be her burner account, but like nobody's picking up and nobody's picking that up and running with it. If anything, we're laughing about it. Like, it was so like, and everybody was kind of like, okay.
All right, girl. Watch this space right now. I want to see, there's going to be a trademark, an LLC called Adderall and Pilates, and I want you to follow the paper trail and see if it goes back to somebody that lives in the Valley. Watch this space. I'm ready for it. I will be the first to say, I told you so.
And I don't want to do a Janet pile on, but I'm so glad you called it out. And I'm not a fan of her on the show. I do believe Kristen when she says that she was a fan.
Yeah.
And she was trying to have a moment. It didn't
That's
pop.
Reality TV right now. Everybody grew up a fan.
See, it's about being authentic. It's about staying true to who you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who stole her show wasn't anybody sitting on the couch. It was the lifts in Jax's shoes. Now, I wish I had the eagle eye and I was the one who spotted it.
I did not.
I wish. But thank you to the first off, I wouldn't know what that looked like. Okay, so I'm looking at it now.
They just look like sneakers to me.
Well, it's the positioning of the ankle in the shoe.
Right.
I wouldn't have known that is a sign for it. But then there's another shot where Jesse's foot is in the same shot as Jax's lift, and you can see that it's distorted. It looks like when people have a Photoshop fail and there's like the squiggle or the wave,
the bend in the back.
There's a wind blowing behind Jax's ankle.
It looks like he broke his ankle.
I didn't know that's what lifts do, but thank you.
I'm literally positioning my foot to be like, what?
Yeah, thank you to K. Kristen Robb, because I am sorry to every man who wears lifts, and no shame, but now we know what it looks like. You know what I mean? It's like when men were able to understood what lace wigs were, and I say this as a person who wears wigs from time to time, and then you catch them like staring at you at the top of the head, like trying to find the lace. They're looking right up here. That's what we're doing now to you. Okay?
Ooh.
We're looking down. We know how to spot a lift. We know a lift when we see it. You know a lace when you see it. We know a lift. And that is a lift. And what's so funny is that now we have 2 more episodes where we just get
just to stare at it.
those lifts.
I'm almost mad at this damn lift because, like, this reunion did what I have wanted to happen so badly, which is expose Jesse for the, like, maniacal, vindictive person that he is.
Yeah.
But now I gotta sit here and laugh at a lift too. You know, like I can do both. I can walk and chew gum at the same time, and I will point the finger out at the same time. But like, I'm gonna look at Jesse and I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at lift. It's my eyes. They can do both.
Well, now it's like I have to go back. Has he been wearing them? Somebody told me, and I don't know if this is allegedly one of the reasons he wears the lifts is because he can't stand Zach being taller than him.
Oh my God.
And so, because he doesn't like Zach, and so he doesn't want Zach looking down on him. But like Jax is a tall guy. It's like no shit. Everybody just embrace the height that you are.
We can't handle Zach looking down on him. Mind you, the entire world's looking down at him.
And again, I shouldn't say it's fine. Everybody has things that they're insecure about. They get a nip, they get a tuck, they wear a lace, they wear a lift. But because Jack is such an awful human being, we have to laugh about it. We have to dedicate a moment on the podcast, a segment, if you will, to Jack and his lifts. I am Jax Taylor, and these are my lifts.
No, we can't. No, actually, I'm realizing we can't keep talking about it because he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have anything I won't say anything to live for. He don't have anything to live for. Yeah. So now he's going to come out with like a Jax line of lifts.
Well, do it. So then Brittany doesn't have to pay him.
That's fair.
You come out with that lift line.
Yeah.
Say it. Lifts cool. I was going to say something else. Make lifts cool.
I was on your side. I was there with you.
I was almost there, and then I was like,
nah, it's too close.
But that actually would be a genius idea.
If that money goes right into Brittany's mortgage fund, then I am fine with it.
You got to rabbit it from 8 Mile, okay? You got to take the thing people are making fun of you about, and you have to turn it into a positive for you.
I do love when Bravo people do that. This is a moment,
Jax. Be smart about this.
Have you seen Sheena's new collaboration?
What is it?
She's doing a collaboration with Shein because people have been calling her like Sheena.
So she's promoting fast.
Oh, I was
fast fashion. Is that what it's called?
She has a Sheena by Shein collection. It just got announced today, I think.
Thank you for that information. That might be useful to me in the next upcoming week.
I'm just letting you know. They've been calling her Sheena, whatever it is. So she's like reclaiming it.
I do like that, but I
love
don't
when
like
people do that.
The attachment to fast fashion. Like,
I'm just supporting the news.
Yeah. No, actually, it's quite useful to me. Oh, no. It's quite useful.
What beast did I just unlock?
Quite useful.
You read the book?
Okay, I am going to be reading the book this week.
This is self-promotion.
But I mean, congratulations to her, New York Times bestseller. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That is something I will never hate on.
No, it's really, really cool to do that. Again, I will say it because I don't think it picked up on the first time. I am in the book.
You're in the book.
Not blatantly. She's talking
about. Does she name you?
She says she met 2 Big Brother people, and I was one of the 2 Big Brother people.
Okay.
So,
you have to clarify because she also does a laundry list of naming people that she's been intimate with. And I was like,
we did not have sex.
Okay.
No, that did not happen. We met on a carpet one time, and she followed me and my friend, and it broke her OCD. So I am personally responsible for Sheena overcoming her.
Oh, well, that's
OCD.
A nice positive. Yeah. Well, shout out to you.
I'm an amazing person, yes.
Yeah, being in a New York Times bestselling
book. My God.
That's awesome. That is really cool for her, though. Yeah. That's really cool. Okay, last but not least, really quickly, Ghislaine Maxwell, it has been relocated to Bryan, Texas Federal Prison camp. Now, why is that interesting? I know. You're like, why are you talking about that? Is this politics? Did we switch over to higher learning? No, you did not. the Housewives world is everywhere. Reality TV is everywhere. And I'm really talking to you, Stephen A. Smith, when I say this. See,
Ooh,
you want to
yes.
get into politics. This is why you can't shit on reality TV because there's a crossover here, okay? Reality TV intersects with every facet of our life, much
The
like
president.
sports.
What are we
Much
talking
like
about?
Sports, exactly. Which is why Michelle Obama made the comment that she did, and it was a compliment. You should have taken it as a compliment.
Let
But
that lady
anyways,
watch NextGen NYC and her Housewives, and then say
yes,
that men like to be messy and get down with the sports
you do.
coverage too.
You do, because everybody knows the gag is men are messier than women.
Truly. No, because I'm going to pick up this microphone and talk for another 2 hours. You men, you're tired, you're lame, you're messy, and then you scapegoat women for everything you do.
Ooh.
Okay? So let us have our fun and our joy while y'all like getting messy talking about stats.
I heard that. Well, why is it important that Ghislaine Maxwell is at Bryan, Texas federal prison camp? Because that is the new hotspot. Now, it is a minimal security prison. And so, like, it is where people who are convicted of white-collar crimes
Where
or
did Martha
just...
Stewart go?
I feel like she was
Connecticut or
east.
something?
Yeah, she was up there, but like similar. This is like more of a vacation for them. And they have a lot more. This is like the type of, if you're going to go to prison, this is the type of prison that you want to be in, federal prison. And the reason it's important is because this is where Jen Shah is.
Yes.
And also there is Elizabeth Holmes, who we know that she and Jen Shah are cozy. So I can only imagine that Ghislaine Maxwell is going to be a part of it, and they're going to be the new Tres Amigas down there.
I can't. Is there like what's the line is there like a moral line for people in federal prison? Like, are Jen and Elizabeth going to be like, we did some messed up stuff, but this whole pushing young girls, it should. So, like, are they going to have a line and be like, nah, girl, you can't come to Pilates today. You can't come to my fitness training camp today.
This woman shouldn't even be in a minimal security
Number
prison,
one.
But she's had some type of, like, whatever just went down with who she spoke with and whatever information she gave about Epstein and the list and Trump's involvement or the lack thereof, whatever it may be. It got her moved to a better prison. And all I have to say about this is, I don't know when Elizabeth Holmes is getting out. I don't know when Jen Shah is getting out. And I don't know when Ghislaine, whatever her name
Who cares?
Is getting out. But when they do, we need those casting directors.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew you said pick up the cameras right now.
And I'm not trying to promote these women. And I don't think that they should profit. Matter of fact, they shouldn't be. The money should go to the people that they wronged. It should be, the money should be whatever they have to pay in restitution. The money should be given to those victims, but they should be on reality TV and then not get paid a salary. Should go to that. Give them $1 and then for consideration, and the rest goes to the victims.
Okay.
But I want to see it.
I'm kind of like, can we get the cameras in the prison? You know? Can this be like a backdoor prison reform docu-series situation?
Yeah.
Where like money goes into a fund?
Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, no deaths. None of that trauma. But like I see where your mind is.
Yeah. It has to happen. Yeah. It also makes it a full circle moment on this podcast that we can bring it right back to the casting director conversation, because that's how we're going to end it. I have had so much fun talking with you on the podcast.
This is like
love
a dream,
that
Rachel.
You are a part of the Ringer family. Come back anytime.
Don't say that, because I will.
Corrupt. No, we would love to have you. We have much more to talk about. We had to even cut this short because we got to let you guys go. But you guys can catch Taylor when new episodes drop.
Every Friday. So after all the shenanigans of the crazy Big Brother week goes down, catch me and Callie on the Bachelor Party podcast talking Big Brother. We call it BB Fridays.
And what else are you doing?
And I'm co-hosting a new Big Brother companion show. It airs every Friday. Friday's a big Brother day for me.
Awesome.
Every Friday, catch it at 8 o'clock. So like when you're doing your little pre-gaming, drink a little martini, catch up with me and my boys.
It's the new TGIF. It's the new TGIF. That's what we're calling it. Taylor, thank you again so much for being here. Make sure you guys catch, follow, watch all the things that she's doing. That is it for us here on Morally Corrupt. Make sure you guys join us on Friday. Add it to the TGIF lineup. Make sure you catch our Morally Corrupt recap show there. In the meantime, you guys have a beautiful and safe week. Bye.
Run the theme song. I sing it. I hum it every time.